All right, let's get into it. The world of AI is moving at a breakneck pace, but lately it feels less like some shiny futuristic dream and a whole lot more like a high-stakes TV drama. We are talking about massive lawsuits, total corporate chaos, and even this weird, secret shame that's spreading through the entire workforce.
I mean, think about it. It feels like just yesterday, right? Every single company was tripping over themselves to slap AI on everything they did. It was like this magic word that would instantly boost your stock price, get you on the front page, and promise a revolution in, well, everything. The future looked bright, and it was going to be automated.
But you fast forward to today, and wow, that shine is definitely starting to wear off. Once you pull back the curtain on all that progress, the AI landscape is looking more and more like a crime scene. It's just littered with betrayals, broken promises, and some truly billion-dollar blunders.
And that, right there, brings us to Act 1 of our story. This is a tale of corporate espionage that honestly reads like a Hollywood thriller, and it stars some of the absolute biggest names in the tech world. So here's the setup. Elon Musk's company, XAI, is suing one of its former engineers. They're claiming this guy downloaded a ton of confidential data about their big chatbot, Grok, and he did it right after accepting a job at their #1 rival, OpenAI, and cashing out millions in stock. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
And we're not just talking about any old data here. According to the lawsuit, this was the secret sauce, trade secrets for tech that allegedly has features that surpass ChatGPT. So you can see the stakes here are astronomically high. This is the kind of IP that can literally make or break a company in this insane AI race.
But you gotta understand, this lawsuit isn't just happening in a bubble. No way. It's just one little battle in this huge, sprawling war between Elon Musk and his old company, OpenAI. He's already suing OpenAI and Sam Altman separately, and he's even going after Apple for supposed collusion. The battle lines are definitely drawn.
Okay, so let's shift gears to Act 2. While Musk is out there fighting his external enemies, another tech giant, Meta, is dealing with a complete and total meltdown from the inside. And they're throwing billions of dollars at the problem, but it really seems like money can't buy you peace. Get a load of this number, $14.3 billion. Just to put that into perspective for you, that's how much Meta pumped into a single partnership with a data company called Scale AI. This was supposed to be their massive game-changing bet to fuel all their AI ambitions.
So what did that massive bet actually get them? Well, for starters, their key partner, Scale AI, just laid off 200 people from the exact division Meta was relying on. That is not the return on investment you're looking for. Something is clearly deeply broken inside that machine.
And you know who's noticing? The talent. Top researchers like Rishabh Agarwal, who they poached for their elite superintelligence labs, just walked out the door, quoting Mark Zuckerberg's own advice right back at him. You know you've got a serious problem when your star players are using your own philosophy as a reason to leave.
And he is not alone. Top researchers are just bolting. They are completely frustrated with the internal chaos, and they're claiming that the data they're getting from these billion-dollar partners, it's just not good enough. So the big takeaway here? Meta is just throwing money at this, but the very foundation of their strategy is cracking.
Okay, so we've seen the external legal brawls and the internal corporate chaos. Now for Act 3, where the conflict gets really personal. This is a quiet, psychological drama playing out on the desks and in the minds of employees everywhere.
People are starting to call it AI shame. You know, it's that weird feeling of guilt or maybe even fear that makes people hide the fact that they're using tools like ChatGPT for their job. They're worried they're going to be seen as lazy or unoriginal or even a cheater for not doing everything by hand.
But here is the most fascinating part about all this. Who do you think is feeling the most shame? You'd assume it's the junior employees, right? No, it's the bosses. Over half of C-suite executives admit they hide their AI use. The very people pushing this stuff on everyone else are secretly ashamed of using it themselves. How crazy is that? And all of this leads to this completely bizarre productivity paradox. Get this, a massive 80% of workers say that AI makes them more productive. But at the exact same time, almost 60% say that using it actually takes them longer than just doing the work the old-fashioned way. It's this huge disconnect between the promise of AI and the reality of using it.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel.
So, we have got lawsuits, talent running for the hills, and a workforce that's totally paralyzed by shame and confusion. What is the one thing that ties all these chaotic threads together? Let's zoom out and find that unifying theme. It really boils down to this one phrase: disruption without alignment.
The technology is just leaping forward at an incredible pace, but the human systems, the laws, the corporate strategies, the employee training, all of that is being left in the dust. Companies are fighting over talent instead of building it up, they're spending billions without fixing their internal culture, and they're rolling out these powerful tools without teaching anyone how to actually use them right.
Which of course leaves us with one critical question. We are clearly seeing the cracks start to form in this AI gold rush. But is this just the awkward, messy end of the honeymoon period? Or are we witnessing the very beginning of a much larger industry-wide reckoning? I guess only time will tell.